Hey, happy, it's your boy, Mr. CJU, what it do, back with another video. In this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how credit turns into cash. Now, everybody's always trying to figure out what's the best method to do this, you know what I'm saying? And let me tell y'all something, being in the credit game for going on 8 years now, I've seen all the credit to cash methods, and I know the ones that work, and I know the ones that don't work. I know the ones that's gonna get you jammed up, you can get your credit card shut down, get your limits decreased, get your merchant account shut down. And I'm telling you guys, if you try to do credit to cash and you using an old method, you using some old information, and you go just watch some shit online from some new credit guru who trying to drop some sauce, and you go try some of them credit hacks that they teaching y'all that's old as fuck, it's gonna get you jammed up. So do not be trying credit to cash methods, learning from some new internet credit guru that ain't even been in the game 5+ years to even know what they talking about. Because the stuff I be seeing online and the stuff I be hearing people say, and then people come to me after they done tried some dumbass credit to cash hack from some new person, and then they come to me, man, CJ, can you help me, man? This happened. This happened. I'm like, why you didn't come to me first? Because a lot of times y'all want to go to the fast play and the quick stuff, and that shit never be worth it. So you need to watch this full video so I can tell you how this process works and how it works correctly, and that you can do this all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, the days of credit card hacks and tricks, that shit dead. I don't fuck with it, all right? I do everything by the book, all right? So when I do shit by the book, it might be slower, but at least it's gonna be correct. All right. So some of you guys who trying to get in this credit game, y'all are moving too fast, and y'all need to slow down and get some real coaching, get some real game, so y'all don't mess yourself up later. All right. So how credit to cash work is very simple. When you have a credit card, okay, that gets charged through a merchant account, okay? When it goes to the merchant account, it gets deposited or sent to a bank account, okay? This is the process. Credit card, it gets charged. And we mean by charge, it could be an invoice, right? And the merchant account can be, Stripe, PayPal, Square, whatever, okay? So these are merchant accounts that collect credit card payments, all right? And so when you use a credit card and it gets charged an invoice to a merchant account, that merchant account is gonna deposit it to a bank account. But as simple as this sounds, if you do this incorrectly, you are going to jam yourself up. All right? So, I'm gonna erase this. Y'all can rewatch this part. That's the process. That's how it turns into cash. But let me tell you what people are teaching online that's gonna get y'all jammed up. People are telling you to make a LLC that has the credit card, and to do what I just said, invoice through a merchant, right? But people are saying, like, this is you, this is your LLC. Let's just say this is your LLC, and people are saying invoice yourself. This is a no-no, okay? Big X. Do not be invoicing yourself. That shit is illegal. That shit is wrong, okay? You sending fake invoices from your company back to yourself, all right? If you're doing that, the banks are gonna find out. And when the banks find out, they're gonna cancel your card or lower your limits. If the merchant account find out that you're sending invoices to yourself, they're gonna shut your shit down, all right? Now, what some people try to do is they try to do the invoice, they try to do it, but they send it to a friend, right? They send it to a friend, but the problem is you sending it to a friend back and forth too many times. right? People like, oh, I'm gonna just send the invoice to my girlfriend, and then when the invoice go through, it go to her bank account, then she take it out. All right, then you gonna do that shit again next week, or you do that shit again the next week, or you doing it every single month. The merchant account and the bank, the credit card, the merchant account and the bank, they are tracking. They're tracking all of this movement. Everything is going off AI and algorithms. If they see you sending an invoice back and forth to the same person, whether it's yourself or just another person just going back and forth too much, they are going to flag your account. Your account gonna get flagged by the bank and the merchant. Boom, shut down. Yes, you might get away with it once. Yes, you might get away with it twice. When you doing the credit to cash method and you abusing it like this, they gonna let you do it for a little while until they hold your money. And then your money held up, and again, your bank account and your merchant can get shut down. So this is what people are teaching all day. And this isn't real business, right? This isn't how it gets done. Now, back in the day, was this the play? Of course. When the game was green, you used to be able to run it up like that. But the game ain't green like that. It's 2024 going forward. After the pandemic, the banks and the merchant accounts have caught on to this method. And it's because, again, a lot of people get on YouTube and just be saying it flat out. This is what you do. And credit people not saying this in private, making moves in private. Everybody want to give too much game online out in the open because they want to grow their channels and stuff like that. And they saying too much, okay? You just supposed to get a basic game, and then when everybody want the next level game, they got to be in-house. Because, again, the banks and the merchants, they watching YouTube too. That's why I be wanting to give y'all the game for free, but it's only so much I'm going to say on the internet because they watch it. And then I give y'all the game out loud on the internet, then they change it. And that's why the merchant accounts and the banks are so tight right now, because they watching people trying to run this. So what you have to do, guys, let me tell y'all how we do it. Just real business. Like, don't try to look for the hack. Don't try to look to cut corners, right? Just do it. Just do straight up business. And it's still credit, still turns into cash through merchant accounts and bank accounts by doing real business. Now, what you can do is, let's say you got your LLC, right? But this is a legit business, right? Because most people making LLCs and shit like that just to do credit to cash. Nah, bro. When you make your LLC and file your business, do a legit business, right? And then you can have, I'm gonna go through the same thing. It can be a credit card, right? And you do the invoice, right? But you don't want to do the invoice to yourself. Like I said, that's a no-no. And you don't want to just be sending it to your friend and there's no real business transaction going on, right? Let's say this business is a legit business. This is a business that's a consulting business, right? That's helping people with sales, right? They do sales training, right? Just for an example, sales training, right? And you're coaching and consulting, you're teaching people how to sell, you're teaching people how to talk, you're teaching people how to communicate, right? Now, let's say you have this credit card, right? And then in this credit card, you sent the invoice to another business, all right? Let's just say we got another LLC over here, but let's say this business does, let's say, digital marketing, okay? Digital marketing, right? So this LLC, you know what I'm saying? So let's say this digital marketer wants to learn sales training because they need to learn how to sell more in person, or the other way. Let's say this sales training coaching consulting company needs digital marketing help, meaning they do like funnels, websites, stuff like that, graphic design, okay? This LLC can send this LLC, let's just say their services is $5K, right? And let's just say the sales training company has a $20,000 credit card, right? This digital marketing company can invoice this company that has a $20,000 credit card for $5K, right? But this is for a real service, right? I got a training company and I'm trying to do coaching and consulting, but I need help with somebody to set up my funnels and my website. So this could be a legitimate 5K invoice for services that make sense, right? And how to make it legit is you have contracts, right? I will help you guys with contracts. I'm gonna have the information in the description below to where, I have my number in ways y'all can book calls with me, and I give y'all this information. So this is a real service, and you got real contracts, right? Because when you send the invoice, it has to go through, y'all know the merchant. The merchant. So what you do is you attach the contract to the merchant account, to the merchant account invoice, right? So now, if it's Stripe, if it's PayPal, if it's Square, and they starting to say like, hey, you know what I'm saying, this is a 5K transaction, we want to hold this money for verification to check the process. Well, you got a contract that says what the services are. A real contract, they list out this service, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. This is how long it's gonna take, this is when we started, blah, blah, blah. You got terms and conditions. And because it's a real service with a real contract, they got sent in with the invoice to the merchant account, they not gonna hold your money, they'll release it, right? And you also need to have, of course, your website. You know what I'm saying? A professional website that lists out all the things that you're sending on the invoice. So if the merchant account or the bank want to go check your website, they go check your website and see all the stuff is matching to the invoices that you sending. And it's matching up with the contract that y'all gonna both sign. Y'all can DocuSign, right? You and these two businesses, y'all can have a contract that y'all sign about these real services y'all about to do. And y'all got the website that talk about both of y'all businesses, both of the LLCs filed correctly, right? So yes, when that 5K goes through because you did everything correctly, yes, it's gonna go into the bank account. Once it goes into the bank account, yes, it's cash, right? And the part that people leave out is the taxes, right? Because if you just doing credit to cash methods back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with people just to liquidate it into cash, I mean, that's cool if you can get away with it for some time. But if, every time you do these invoices back and forth to yourself or to another person, running up and abusing the system, each one of those transactions is income. You're showing that you're charging somebody from your business. That's going down as income. So if you're abusing this method back and forth and you're not even thinking about taxes, you're not thinking about putting no money to the side, okay, the IRS or whoever come knocking, trying to check for all those transactions you were sending back and forth through the merchant account and through your bank, and they want to see, hey, show me, you know what I'm saying? Show me the business that was done between you and this person you were sending all these 5K, 10K, 20K invoices behind. Can you verify that? And see, that's what I'm saying. If you playing this game wrong, short term, you just gonna get your credit card shut down and your merchant account shut down. Long term, if you get away with it too long, then you might have bigger problems because you're abusing the system, you know what I'm saying, doing fake invoices, and you can't even show no documentation of a real business. This is why I teach you guys how to set up real businesses, and you can create a community. And this community can have your friends in it, your family in it, other business associates, and you guys just set the whole business up correctly, legit, with real services, real contracts, real websites, and you guys really can just move credit back and forth to cash. Because again, if these are two friends, and this person had the 20K credit card, and this business friend that they had charged them 5K, well, yeah, bro, you just put $5,000 in your friend pocket that they can now turn into cash off your credit card. And then there could be a reason why this digital marketing company might need some sales training from you to where now you can legitimately invoice them for services too. But if somebody wants to verify the back and forth y'all did here, as long as you got it set up correctly between the merchant and the banks and everything legit on paper, and you got documentation to prove what y'all doing, then you straight. But again, you still don't want to do that back and forth. You need to have a whole pool of people that's all shopping together. That's why I built my community to where, yes, we all learn the same sauce, but everybody got their own individual niche and their own individual skill set. So we can all get business credit, right? We all set up our merchant accounts correctly. We set up all our websites correctly. We set up all our contracts correctly. And now we can all shop with each other off credit cards that are going through our businesses legally, and then we're all turning that credit into cash and don't have to worry about credit cards getting shut off, merchant accounts holding our money, stuff like that. I've been with PayPal for over 7 years. People hate PayPal. PayPal good with me because I always got my stuff together with them. I always got my stuff together with Stripe and Square. You know what I'm saying? I have the paperwork for those merchant accounts. And I made mistakes early in my career, and I went back and fixed them, just doing it properly. And now, whenever they try to verify me, the banks and the merchant accounts, I'm happy to hand over my documentation and be like, verify me, right? So if we all just do it correctly, we ain't gonna have no problem getting access to credit. We ain't gonna have no problem turning that credit into cash, just doing it correctly. Don't worry about the hacks. Don't worry about the tricks and all that stuff like that to moving credit, because at the end of the day, you want to really make real money. At the end of the day, you want real cash flow. At the end of the day, you don't want to have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, not being able to pay taxes. You really want to do all this legitimate. So again, it's 2024 going forward. You don't need no credit hacks, fam. What you need to do is learn real skills and learn real, you know what I'm saying, value that you could provide to the marketplace out there on the internet and make a legit 100K, make a legit $500,000, a legit $1 million, just teaching information to people that's legit and legal, and people ain't got no problem paying you. So just help people get business credit, and then help people do shit right, and then you can charge them on a business credit card and everything's straight. All right? Because if you keep going for the shortcuts, later on that shit gon', you know what I'm saying, it's gonna hurt. So just do it correctly out the gate. Set up your stuff correctly. If you don't know how to do any of this with merchant accounts, setting them up correctly, invoicing, how to create real contracts and service, you need help with your website, I got the information in the description on this video. Just reach out to me. I have my phone number. I have a way for you to book a call, and I will just help you set this up so you can do business correctly. Because the more people I help get credit, the more people I help do this shit correctly, the more we can win and don't have to be hiding and ducking, doing stupid little small ass hack and quick fix plays, and we could just do real legit business and show our bank statements, show our taxes, show our merchant accounts, show our contracts, and be proud and happy of what we doing because we figured out how to do everything correctly. All right, that's the whole point of this, to elevate. You want to get away from all that little small stuff, man, because that small stuff ain't gonna really get you to the freedom you looking for. All right, so stop dealing with these small new people who teaching these little hacks and come get with some big dogs who've been in the game for years, who can really educate you properly and put you on the right direction to where you know you got a 5-10 year plan that's not gonna derail because you took a shortcut and it fucked everything up. All right, so if you need help with real ways to set up your business and to see how credit to cash work the right way, you know what I'm saying, I got the information down in the description. Reach out to me, shoot me a text, book a call, and I'll help you set this up. It's your boy, Mr. CJU. Have.